Guys, welcome to my live. If you're brand new to the channel, hello, my name is Tanjanika. I'm the CEO of Tactical Tangerine Defense, and I am going live on a very weird day. I normally go live every Wednesday, but I thought today was Wednesday. I lost an entire day, so I want to tell you guys all about it. And I want to ask the question, like, am I the only one overwhelmed right now? Like, super overwhelmed? So we're going to get into it. The first way we start off my lives is by lighting some sage and some Palo Santo. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to welcome gang in the building. And because this isn't my normal day, listen, if y'all just catch it later. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Hey gang, welcome. As you come on in, please hit that like button and let's get to talking, because I want to know, is it just me, y'all? Is it me? Or is it everybody feeling a little bit of anxiety about life right now? Hello, Brandon Davis. What's good with you? Listen, I just want to know, am I the only one really feeling the pressures of life right now? And I feel like I'm not alone. I feel like if it's me, gang ain't gonna tell me like, nah, I'm good. I'm chilling over here. But so let me tell you, yesterday was Wednesday. I normally go live every Wednesday on my YouTube channel, and I was going to a party yesterday, a holiday party, and I decided at the holiday party, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go live from the party. But a part of me was like, I really do believe in like OPSEC. I really do believe that operational security, that type of thing. So when I'm at a place, I never tell y'all where I'm at while I'm there. I want to practice like good habits in case something happened, like I become a star, famous, whatever. I don't ever want to tell y'all where I'm at the time that I'm there. Like that's just not, I don't think that's good. No anxiety, just some sort of sickness for me, not the Rona. Good. You got to make a distinction, Brandon Davis. We're in a time frame where you be like, what's wrong with you? Like, what you got? Like, what? Did you go get tested? Did you? People judge you. We got rid of everything else except that. So okay. So thank you for clarifying that for the people in the back. But anyway, I was like, I'm gonna go live from the party. First of all, I forgot, ended up going to the party, ended up forgetting that it was Wednesday, ended up forgetting that I said I was gonna go live, ended up forgetting all of that stuff. And then there's a couple big things that I'm working on, right? I have like, hey boo hey, hey boo hey. I live like a very lavish lifestyle. And so I put all this unnecessary pressure on myself to maintain said lifestyle. And the pressure on myself is like me being an entrepreneur, me doing events, me like having goals and aspirations and dreams that I don't want to, you know, um stop pursuing. I should say that. I don't want to stop pursuing. And so life in America has been flipped upside down. Let's go, Brandon. No, for real. No, for real. It's almost unrecognizable life right now. That's how I felt. I was like, what is this world? But I feel like it's not even just let's go, Brandon. It's just been a progression of bullshit for so long that now that we're in the thick of it, and I don't even think we're in the thick of it. I think it's gonna get imaginatively worse. Like you have absolutely no idea the shit we're about to get into, but we'll save that for like more into the talk. But what I'm saying is like I put these pressures on myself, and then it's just like at the end of the day, like who can you blame? Like whose fault is it that you have these big goals and dreams that take up so much of your time to accomplish? But then when you accomplish these goals and dreams, you be like, you look back and you think about the journey, and you'd be like, oh my God, I went through all this, but the reward at the end is like super dope. So that it's just this constant teeter totter of like, is this worth this? Is this worth my mental health? Is this worth me missing time with my family? Is this worth me not finding like the love of my life? Is this worth all of this? And at the end of the day, I believe that it is. I truly believe that it is. So I'm here with like inspirational, encouraging thoughts because I am you and you are me, and I get it. Like I truly understand, especially with like the last 2 years. Like the last 2 years, number one, have been a blur for me. It's like you blink and you're in 2022. Like what the fuck just happened? Literally what happened? We lost an entire year, number one. I know I did. I know I did. Out of like pure fear for my family. It wasn't even just me. I've never been afraid of anything, right, that's going on right now. But I was like, okay, I don't want to come back from a trip over wherever and come back and bring somebody something that I love. Like, so out of pure fear, I didn't do anything for myself. So I lost an entire year, right? So What are you lighting it up? Is that scented? This is Palo Santo and this is sage. And I always start my lives off that way so that I could just like clear the air, get some good energy in here, bring positivity to you guys while I talk, that type of thing. So that's kind of like, I really enjoy what you and some more sis are doing. Real good work. Thank you, Vernon. I appreciate that. And that helps, right? You always think like you're doing the most or you're not doing enough or that you could be going harder, you want to finish the year strong. Like all these thoughts might be going in your head. They're going in mine. So I don't know. I might be like the only one, but all of these thoughts, it won't let me. I don't know what you put Brooklyn way, but it restricted your comment. I want to see now. I'll be looking at the restricted comments after I finish. I'll be like, he didn't even say not bad. Like, get off my page, YouTube. Get off my page. Hey, a pimp named Slipback. How are you? So what was I saying? I was like, so you want to finish the year strong, and then you get like this end of the year anxiety. Like that's a real thing. I don't know if people have told you that, but like by the time you get to like the fourth quarter of the year, by the time you get to through that fall winter season, you just be tired, boss. Like you be exhausted because so much has happened throughout the year that you don't even process, but your body does, your brain does, right? So you might just be going through life or whatever, but you haven't even realized you was in a car accident earlier that year. You had to move. You had a baby. You got married. You done got an increase in your pay at work, but that's increased responsibilities. Like all of these things could have happened in 1 year. So by the time you get to the end, you're mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. Your health probably has gone to shit, or you've probably gotten better with health. Things could go either way with you, right? So I just want you guys to know that I'm in that situation right now, right? I'm trying to figure out my health, and not even figure out my health. Twice this year, in January and in I think October. No, October was my birthday. I want to say September, whatever these fucking months. I don't know. September, August. I feel like it was August maybe. I was hospitalized, right? And we still, to this very nanosecond in November, right? We still don't know what it was or what's going on with me. So I have to realize like things are happening in my life. I've been feeling everything is going too good. Like when you notice sudden silence in the woods. This year started off rough. I lost my dad in January. Too rich. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody is going, and you never know what someone's going through in their life. And Brandon Davis, that statement is so fucking real, where you just be like, oh my God, I'm happy as fuck. What's about to happen? Like I've also been in that situation this year too. It's like I've been going on trips. Me and my boo was good. Like I'm talking about family straight, money good, buying all hella type of guns, all that stuff. And then it's just like, something's too good. Like, this is too good. So I understand that sentiment. Whole time we should recognize that we deserve good shit in our lives. And it shouldn't have to be a reason that things are happening and that it's too good and that all that stuff. Like, but silence in the woods is real, right? A predator could be lurking up on you. And then, like, for me, like, everything's going good, and then, bam, I'm back in the hospital. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I found out that, like, my dental insurance wasn't shit, and it doesn't cover the right dental coverage for me, and I had to have oral surgery on my mouth, and I'm just like, whole time I'm thinking I'm straight. Like, my shit is together. I'm thinking my life is together. I'm like, I'm not like y'all. I have all the things. I have all the things, and you don't have the things. Whole time I ain't got the things, y'all. I don't even have the things that I thought I had. I was like, oh shit. So it's just like life is like that, right? And as I talk to you, right, as I speak to you, I want to remember this, right? I want to forever and always recognize that 'tis life. That's my favorite saying. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me say that, but I'd be like, 'tis life. I got a call the other day from my grandma. My grandma never calls me, right? So I knew something was wrong. You know how you get a call and you be like, for you to answer. You definitely gonna answer it. But you know on the end of this is gonna be something because she don't ever call me. Come to find out my auntie died, right? Her sister. And I haven't seen her sister in like every bit of 10 years. Or I haven't seen my auntie in every bit of 10 years. But you know how you got fond memories of somebody in your life? Like you got a memory that you will never forget. It's like in your long-term memory stage there or whatever. So my auntie used to my family is from Mississippi, and my auntie used to have this deer grinder on the edge of her television, on the edge of her table, right in the kitchen. And as a child, you never see no shit like this, right? You never ever see no shit where there's an actual grinder, and it almost looked like a pencil sharpener on the end of her table, but it's attached to her table, and it was for deer meat. And so I seen her skin a deer, put it in the grinder and grind it up and see the meat that comes out of it. I had deer stew over her house. And it's just like that type of fun memory of her. And I'm like, damn, I ain't seen her in a minute. And it's just like, I wonder what her kids going through. I wonder what, my grandmommy's going through, because that's her sister. Like, and it's just like life continues to go on. Now that happened the other day. Whole time life has still progressed for me in that time frame, and I still got to deal. I'm going to the funeral. We got to worry about our elderly, because all of them are elderly. We don't want them to get sick. It's just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, it's like, and again, I didn't mention it to anyone. I didn't sell gang gang, because it's like everything is not for everybody. You don't have to come to Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or all these channels. I'm not a social griever. I'm not that type of person. I don't want people to, like, I don't think I want them to feel sympathy for me or sorry for me, or I don't know. I don't want them to bring it up all the time. There's reasons I don't talk about my private stuff online, but some people, they need to get this out. They need this release. They need people to know things like that. So I wish for more sisters will get into self-defense. Me too, Vernon, for several reasons. And we definitely gonna talk about that. My job had me feeling so tired. I need this video. I'm literally sitting here needing to hear this. Oh God, it's Mo. And that's what I'm saying. So last week, let me tell y'all what I did, because my mental health is so important to me. Last week, I rented out this oceanfront suite, right, in Myrtle Beach. And if you go on my Instagram, Tactical Tangerine Defense, you'll see it. It was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. When I say I woke up to the sunrise over the ocean, and that hits different. I just need to be around water for clarity purposes. So I say that to tell you guys to do whatever you need to do for your mental health. And I know sometimes you might not have the funds to do the things that you want to do immediately. Sis, if you need to take a personal day and you just stay in your bed all day with the covers up and you watch TV with some popcorn and you binge eating, if that is what it takes, right? You catching up on your shows, if that helps with your mental health. If I am a proponent of nature, that's why I did the oceanfront suite. I was like, shit, fuck this. I need to get the hell on out of here. So a hike. I truly, truly believe in hikes. I used to go on hikes every week when I was in Cali. Cali is a whole different animal, because, the weather there is different at all times. And the sun on my melanated people have to have sun. So when we don't, we go through this type of depression. We go through this type of, seasonal annual depression. That's a real thing. If you don't know, that's a real thing. So you have to get in environments that uplift you. And if you can't afford it, you can afford to, maybe take a bath and light some candles. Like, you can go to the store, get some candles, light them hoes, and like set the spa music on YouTube and like vibe out. You can do that. You can put your phone down. You can take social media off of your phones and your tablets and your computers for a week, just for you to, like, ain't shit gonna happen. The world ain't gonna fall apart. The algorithm. You see what I'm saying? Like, some people are so obsessed with the idea of losing followers. They're obsessed with the idea of not being in the know at all times. Like, I think I realized, like, I'm kind of like addicted to Instagram and that shit, because I click on that bitch and don't even want to. Like, it's just like an automatic thing, and I hate that for me. I feel like, so my main phone, I took Instagram off of it. So my Instagram is only on like my tablet and my what's name. So it's very strategic how I have to do things. You just have to do what works for you. And I'm telling you the things that I'm doing, because I'm overwhelmed, right? I feel like between this move and business and work and not really having a proper team and a proper structure in place and not having back end things and Just seeing the things from my previous industry to now, like I want to do things better, but it's happening slower, but at the same time it's happening faster. Do you guys know, and this is real shit, I have only been doing Tactical Tangerine for a year. I didn't even realize it. I looked to see when I incorporated the business and did the LLC. My 1 year anniversary is December 15th. So that put things in perspective for me as well. It's like, Tangie, you only been doing it a fucking year. Like, are you kidding me? Do you think you're supposed to guard the president by now? Is that what you're thinking? Like, you just think you're just gonna jump in and it's gonna? I did. I honestly did. I thought it was just gonna be immediate. And then your expectations, whatever your expectations are, those can help to lead, those can help you become even more overwhelmed because things aren't happening in the time frame or in the way that you predicted it to be in your mind. Does that make sense? So you thinking it's gonna go this way, this way, this way. Whole time it ain't never ever been that way in your entire life. Things have never gone according to plan 100% of the time, all the time. Have they? Raise your hand if it has for you, because I want to know what you have done. I want to be like you. Because I don't give a damn what you've done or what you're doing. Nothing is going to be the way you pictured it in your mind. And for most of the time, for me, I can't speak for anyone else, the way that it does turn out is better for me. Had I did it my way, it would have been fucked up. It wouldn't have been right. It wouldn't have been whatever, whatever, whatever. But because it happened in the way that it was supposed to unfold, it was better. So for me, my job is to always remember that everything is working out for me. Even when it doesn't look like it's working out for me, everything is working out for me. And internally, I have to literally tell myself that every single second. Not even every single day, not every single hour, every single second. I have to remind myself that everything is working out for my greater good. The universe wants me to be happy. The universe wants me to have the things that I have. The universe wants me to be on oceanfront properties. And when you do that, it offers a level of ease and comfort to me. I'm very spiritual. I'm not religious. So for you, you might be like, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has me. You might be like, Allah make all my dreams come true. You might be like, Jehovah knows. You might be like, Buddha is best. Whatever you need to soothe yourself. You know how a baby has like a blanket, or a baby has like a pacifier or something to soothe them. You need something. You need something, because everything that we're doing is mental. Do you realize that? All these thoughts, all these imaginative things, all these scenarios we make up in our brain, in our head, like that shit be all up here. And that's my problem. Like, all my shit is in my brain. Whole time I know everything's working out for me. Whole time I know it could be so much worse. I could be like, y'all, when I tell you, every time I think about how the fact that I used to be homeless, every time I think about how I used to not have a vehicle, I used to not even know about self-defense and guns. I used to shit used to be rough for me. I live nowhere near close to that right now. I live nowhere near close to that right now. I am so abundant. I'm thriving. I'm feeling good. So everything that I'm fucked up with is mental. It's like, well, what if this happens? Well, what if that happens? Well, what if that happens? Or I want this to happen. This hasn't happened yet. Why hasn't this happened yet? I wish this would have happened. Or by 30, I should have been married with 3 kids by now. I should have had this type of career. I should have like, we put all of these parameters in our brain, and we think that things should have happened a certain way by now. And because they haven't, internally we put all this pressure on ourselves, and then it creates stress and anxiety, and then it starts to manifest in your health, in your actual body. Like, you get blood clots, or you get cysts, or you get, for me, lately I've been telling myself that I'm healed, right? Because everything is mental. Your brain is your computer. Your computer runs all the shit. So if you tell the computer what to do, everything else will be good, right? So I have the most horrible periods, right? And I watched this documentary on Amazon Prime, and it was like, what's the name of that? I Am Healed or something. I'm gonna put the link, or I'm gonna put the title in this thing below when I finish. But it was like, I Am Healed or something like that. And it was this documentary, and it was like, this guy, he was like a full paraplegic. Like, they told him he wasn't gonna walk again, he wasn't gonna talk again. He got into this motorcycle accident, so he was paralyzed from his spine down, from the base of his neck down, right? And so he just remembered, he said he went into this spot in his brain. It took him a while, it wasn't overnight, but he went to this spot in his brain, and he was like, I am healed, I am healed, I will walk again, I will walk again. And he kept telling himself that. Do you know, he was on the documentary, fine like shit. Do you hear me? Walking, talking, fine. And so I was like, okay, I know I can do this, right? Because I have the worst periods on the planet. And my periods shut me down. And I don't want to lose 3 days every month all the fucking time anymore. Anymore. I don't want that for my life anymore. So I went into my brain and I was like, I am healed. I am healed. And it takes you a minute and you have to get in tune with your body. Like, where in my body do I need this message to go? Is it in my brain? And where in my brain do I need it to go so that it sends a signal down to my stomach? Whatever fibroids, whatever ulcers, whatever PCOS, whatever the fuck is going on down there needs to go. Right? It needs to go. And I really, like, last month, my period was excellent. And I want to try it again for this. I don't want to jinx it. And I don't believe in jinx either. I'm fucking healed. Okay? I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going back and forth with my body on this. I said what the fuck I said. Okay? And that's how sure you have to be on everything working out for you. That's how confident you have to be knowing that, listen, right now, shit is overwhelming. But it has not always been like this, and it will not always be like this. I rebuke that, right? I rebuke that thought process. I rebuke the fact that I am not married yet, or I don't have the career that I want, or I don't have kids right now, or that I rebuke any of those negativities because I can flip that as a positive. I don't have anyone that I have to be worried about right now. I'm so grateful I don't even have a fucking dog because at this moment in my life, I can't deal. Like, I can't imagine. You people with children, when I tell you my hat's off to you, especially these single moms running around here working, taking the kids to school, doing homeschooling, then y'all got multiple kids. Then I can't imagine. That's not my ministry right now. I can't imagine, right? And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I could have like a stupid ass car note right now. My shit's paid for. My shit is, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can flip all the things that you think are negative into a positive. And I think that's super important. And I think we have to do that. Oh, shit. Y'all been talking. My bad. You are so funny. Totally relatable. Single dads as well. Single dads as well, Black Poindexter. When I tell you I've been meeting more single fathers who have stepped. My father was a single father. Me and my brother lived with him. And the stress, because it's not... the paternal instinct is real, right? But I think it is slightly different from maternal instinct, and you guys internalize stress different than a mother. And so to see my father like really work to make sure me and my brother good was so dope for me. Like, I thought that was so dope. So I completely understand. Raw Entertainment, what's good with you? What is good with you? Life happens even when we didn't expect it. Simple. You know the business. Do your thing, lady. We see you. Thank you, Vaughn Kelly. I appreciate you. No, and that's my saying. 'Tis life, right? 'Tis life. I really do believe that motto. When my grandma me calling and told me my auntie died, I was like, 'tis life, right? When me and my boo broke up earlier, I was like, 'tis life. You know what I'm saying? It really is like that. And if you internalize, or if you make everything that's negative happening your responsibility, or if you take it, if you guys have not read the 4 Agreements, that's a great book. One of the agreements is don't take anything personal. I don't know why that agreement stuck out more than the other 3. It's a shitter read too. So if you get on the shitter and you taking a good shit, you can just get through that book, right? It ain't even nothing, right? So it's called the 4 Agreements, and you can do it on audio, and it's on YouTube, I believe. So listen to that book. But one of the agreements is don't take anything personal with a person, with life, with anything, right? And that really has stuck with me for so many reasons, because like, people might do you dirty, people might have different have misconceptions about you, especially here on YouTube. Like, they be trying to fuck at me on YouTube, y'all. Them comments and my what's your names be like, I'll pull up on you. You don't even fucking know me. I'll reverse IP your shit. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing with me. But when I like turn the notifications off, I don't see them no more, I'll be fine. And I've tried not to take things personal, because they don't know me at the end of the day. They don't fucking know how hard I train. They don't know the skill set that I have. They don't know me. They won't ever know me, right? The people that are in your life, they don't know what you're going through. They don't know my auntie just died, right? The person that just cut me off in traffic don't know I just had some shit go on with me, right? They don't know these things. But what they do know is what's going on in their lives. And because we don't know what's going on in each other's lives, it's just like, it's really the time right now to give everyone grace. I've been really trying to work on that as well. Work on my patience and my grace for others. Because when I tell you, because I know what I'm going through, I can't imagine what other people are going through. Like, for me, and this is just the knock on wood or whatever, but I didn't lose anyone that I personally knew during the whatever, the beer whatever, the beer situation. I don't even want to say it, but I didn't lose anyone in the beer situation, and I saw people who did, and so I be trying to like understand what I be trying to put myself in other people's shoes, like the brother lost his father this year, like you know what I'm saying, like you just never know, and no matter how um long ago that was, that could be like yesterday for somebody. Do you understand what I'm saying? 20-year ago loss could be like yesterday for somebody. You just don't know. And so I feel like and you can only control yourself, right? You can only control what you do. So if I give grace, maybe others will give grace, and maybe that person will tell someone else to give grace, and it spreads like that. I think that's the best we can really do right now, because this shit show we're calling life, I be telling people I feel like I'm having a bad earthly experience, like I'm an alien in this vessel, and like this earthly experience is super ghetto, like on the other dimensions and the other planes, I'm like, what, who sent me to earth, who gave me this assignment, like that's crazy, like that's how I be feeling. I love this community. I'm so glad I was looking up gun tutorials on YouTube and found you. Thank you, Goddess Mo. Life is all about balance. Can't have all the good without all the bad. Embracing both. I hate that, Andy Smith. I truly, truly do. I really hate that. And I know it's true, but I hate that because I'm a Libra. I believe in balance. I get both sides to everything. But what I'm saying is, like, why can't we always enjoy good? Why the fuck do I have to experience bad? Why the fuck do I have to have a contrast? I don't need a contrast. I can enjoy the good and just enjoy the good. You think and a whole time, like a whole lifetime of good, right, will prevent you from enjoying it? I don't think that's true. I don't want it to be true. It might very well be true, right? Because I took ethics class and I understand, all that stuff. But I just feel like I can learn through others. If this person has a shitty life, right? Or this person is going through something, or whatever the case may be around me, I can learn through them and feel sad and be bad. And feel upset through them. I don't have to experience it myself. The fuck? Y'all saw that meme, was like, I don't know why God thinks I'm this strong, right? Some of these weapons against me are starting to prosper. Have y'all seen that? I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't have to go through this personally. I can read a book. I can live vicariously through others. Like, damn, that's fucked up. Damn. Why can't it be like that? I don't need it myself. I had a semi-rough day. I said I give up. I'm going on YouTube for the day. Rob! If that's your strategy, whatever you need to do. Let me tell you, I was on YouTube earlier, and it was like 8 signs that you're having a nervous breakdown. And I clicked on that bitch quickly. Do you hear me? I was like, am I having a nervous breakdown? Let me see. Child, they done went through all 8, and that shit didn't happen to me already. I'm not even having a nervous breakdown. I done had one already. I was like, and we so fucking strong. Black women in general, I will not. When I tell you, as a black woman myself, I can't speak for all the other women races. When I tell you, as a black woman myself, we know how to push through. Do you hear me? We know how to trudge through some shit. Through some shit. The shit is right here, and we keeping it moving because we don't have time to stop. We don't have the luxury of just shutting down all the way, all the time, right? So when I tell you, when I watched it on YouTube, I was like, so I had a nervous breakdown already, and no one told me, no one said anything. I didn't know. What the fuck? I had an attitude. I was like, this wasn't even helpful. Like. You have to find yourself some me time from everyday life. No, you really do tactical skill in there. And when I say me time, I'm talking about like where you shut the phones off, where you shut, like your job is gonna be fine. This is the thing. That's why I'm an entrepreneur, right? This is literally me. I know everyone does not have this option, but the shit be bothering me how people break their neck to go to these jobs and shit. Whole time the job don't give a fuck about you. Like if you literally die tomorrow, your position is literally on Indeed.com. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so people don't take their time off. Like I got all the time accumulated and I ain't took it yet. And I'm gonna lose it. But that's okay. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna just get some more next year. You gonna lose it. Where they do that at, sis? I'm sorry, what? Come again and say what? You gonna lose it. I mean, and who am I to tell you? You a grown ass adult. I'm not gonna tell you you should. I will tell you you'll take it, but I ain't gonna pressure you if that's what you want to do. But that don't make no goddamn sense to me. Cause you busting your ass at this job for what? For what? You all to not get the promotion that you want or deserve or need or desire, all to be overlooked because you're not the right complexion, you're not the right body build, you don't have the right hair, your teeth ain't straight enough, they don't like the way you talk, they don't like your tone of voice, they don't like your smile. Whatever the fuck is the reason, you ain't gonna get that shit. Ain't got the nerve to not take your time off. Child. That don't make no sense to me. That math ain't never gonna math to me. But I don't work. I don't have a full-time job, so I can't speak on others. I'm not in your position. I don't have kids. I don't have a fucking dog. I don't even have a lizard. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and my guns in this bitch. That's it. I'm not. That's a full-time job too. Keeping up with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole full-time job too. So what I'm saying is, I just saw that book on Amazon. What book? Being a Single Dad was a blessing for real though. Good. Good. If you want to make God laugh, tell him you have a plan. Yes. Brandon, don't think things gonna go your way every single time. So that's what I want to say, you guys. And as I talk through it, I'm you. I really am. I never wanted to seem like I got all my shit together. Things are flowing. Like, it's just the way I handle things. Especially being in the military. If you're new to my channel, I'm a former a Marine Corps veteran. 2 tours in Iraq. So PTSD, I have PTSD. And it can surface in different ways, right, for me. And so if I have to make sure I prioritize my mental health. I have to prioritize like working out or my body or eating right? So I don't work out, but I do eat very clean and very healthy. Like I'm eating some grapes right now. And that helps sustain my body, my BMI, all that stuff, body mass index for people who don't know, that type of thing. So that's what's helping me. Because if I can't imagine if I like didn't like the way I look naked right now, like I look good as fuck naked. I can't imagine if I didn't like that. I would be so upset with myself. I would probably be depressed. I would cry. I would be, and that's fixable, right? So I know people be like, get a BBL, whatever, you know, but I can do like 3 sit-ups and I'll be fine. It's about prioritizing those 3 sit-ups and making sure I get them done and making sure I do them on a consistent basis for at least 30 days or whatever the case may be. It's a plan. And I tell you this because I'm in my head, and what I have to do is get a plan together. I have to sit down, and write it out and jot it down and make it plain, right? That's what I have to do. And so I lost the day. The reason I came on here is because I lost Wednesday, and I thought that I thought today was Wednesday. I did. And so I normally go live every Wednesday, and I'm just like, things are about to change, like my background. I don't know. I want to show up. I want to finish strong this year, but I also have to be realistic about what's going on in my life. Like for real, for real. What's happening right now with my health, with my personal situation, with this move, I have to be very realistic. And sometimes we try to do it all. I know I try to do it all, especially since I don't have the other responsibilities. I don't work. I do work. Let me take that the fuck back. I'm an entrepreneur. So I work like shit, however, comma. It's not like I clock into something. Does that make sense? Let me clarify the fuck out there because I work hard as shit. But I don't have like a 9 to 5. I don't have children. And so I was like, I can do this. Like, this is not that deep for me to like shut down or be super overwhelmed. But because it's not organized correctly, it is stressing me out. My life is stressing me out right now, and it's causing unnecessary anxiety and emotions that I don't want, that I don't like. So I'm acknowledging said emotions, and I am going to get a hold of it. That's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. The 4 agreements, I seen that just yesterday. That's confirmation to read it. Rob, when I tell you, go read that book for real. And it's an audio too. So like it's easy to read along with it, or you can just listen to it. But either way, it's so good. Was being a Marine harder than life today? Was being a Marine harder than life today? Yes and no. Yes and no. Let me tell you why. Because in the Marine Corps, I was a leader and a follower. So I could give directions and I could get directions. So that helped balance my life out. I didn't have to be responsible all the fucking time. And I got my check the 1st and the 15th. I didn't have to worry about where my money was coming from. I didn't have to go solicit people to be clients of mine. I didn't have to do marketing and advertisement. I didn't have to do all that shit. And I was married back then, right? I was married at the time, so I had a helpmate. I had someone in house that was helping me, that was fucking the shit out of me every day, so my stress level was low. And if you think that doesn't matter, you're a fucking fool. Sex matters. I don't give a damn who you having sex with, as long as there ain't no babies and no sheep and shit, like animals and shit. You do what you want. But what I'm saying, a nut a day keeps stress away. It really, really does. It really, really does. I'm gonna keep it $1 with you. So that was helpful. What else? I felt good about my position. I was in a really great position in life, that type of thing. However, flip side, I was ducking and dodging bullets every fucking day in Iraq. That wasn't fun. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had nightmares and shit. That wasn't fucking fun. I have back issues, and I'm in my 30s. That's not fun. So do you understand? There's pros and cons to every fucking thing, I think. And I'm able to process that and understand that and recognize that. And I think that's helpful right now. You have to find, I think that's helpful. So yeah. But that's a really great question. That was a really, really great question. So yeah. Guys, it's just, I don't know if it's going to get easier. And what does easier look like? Like, what does easier look like for you? Your easier might not be my easier, right? Your easier might be like if I had a nanny, if I had a chef, if I had a driver, I need a chef, I need a driver, I need an executive assistant. I need my team to grow. Like, I really need my team to grow. But like, I don't want to keep putting my personal money into this. Like, I need to offer equity to people or some shit, because I know where we're headed, but I just need people that believe like I do. I don't want somebody on the team that I have to convince that Tactical Tangerine is about to be the shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? That causes me anxiety. That's my stress level. That's not the same stress level as someone who's trying to put food on the table. Does that make sense? Like, everyone's level of making life easier is different. And so I recognize that. I don't ever try to compare myself to others. I don't try to put myself in other people's shoes, because their situation is different. I remember, like, it wasn't jealousy, but I used to be like, damn, I wish I could move like this girl who was in my previous industry. Whole time she has a built-in team. She has 8 goddamn sisters who help her. You see what I'm saying? Like, she has an auntie. I don't have that. I don't have those things. And because of that, my timeline is going to move a little slower than others. Do you understand what I'm saying? In the firearms industry, I don't even know who the fuck to know. I'm not even doing research on that shit. I am literally just trying to do my business and work on Tactical Tangerine. So because of that, I don't even know how to measure myself. I don't know where to really measure myself at of the things that I want to do, because I truly don't see anyone doing the things that I aspire to do. Do you understand? I'm more than just a bunch of guns. Like, I'm more than that. I do gun legislation. I do Q Comfy Concealed. I have Chocolate Tangerine, my podcast. Do you understand? I'm an all-around content creator. So I think that's totally different from anything else that I'm seeing. So I don't know how I'm supposed to scale this or what I'm supposed to do with this. Maybe Coleon Noir, he might be a good example of like what I'm trying to do. But even still, he's not a woman. I'm a woman. I want to see it in I want to see myself and where I'm trying to go. So that's where I'm kind of stuck at right now. And it's just like, you know, trying to make sure I get it together with that. But other than that, like, 'tis life. That's my motto. You're gonna hear me say that all the time. And so I think everything is gonna be okay. I know everything is gonna be okay. I tell myself that often. I tell myself that on a reoccurring basis, and that soothes me. That gives me hope. That gives me motivation. Even if it's fleeting, even if it's temporary, motivation don't last 24 hours a day. That shit might last 5 goddamn minutes, and I need to do another meditation. I need to do another sound bath. I need to do another yoga session. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I need to do in order to make peace come back into my moment or my life right then and there, that's what I do. And I try to live by moment by moment. I know I have a goal that I'm trying to reach down the road. Oh, another thing that I'm doing that might be helpful to you guys is that I'm working backwards. I saw this video. This guy was like, Think of your biggest, wildest dream. What would it look like? What would it be? And start there. Don't start like trying to work your way up to something. No, start at the big dream and then work your way down. I was like, that makes so much sense because it's the same amount of effort, right? It's the same amount of effort. I could put on 2, 3 classes a week or whatever and work my way up to my big ass goal, or I can just start on my big ass goal. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. So that's what I decided this week. I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, it's the same effort. Let me just do the big ass goal that I got. And it's a big ass goal, y'all. It's a big ass, big ass, big ass goal. And I'm just like overwhelmed at the thought of it. That's how big the goal is. Overwhelmed at the thought of it. I'm just like, child, why would you make that your goal? Like, that, don't you be talking to yourself, be like, for real, out of all the things you could do, you could do a gang of shit. That's what you want to do. But I truly believe when you get tired of your own shit, things will change. I stand by that. Sometimes we just not tired enough. Sometimes we just, well, sometimes we distracted. Sometimes it's a lot going on, but that's a dope theory. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just work backwards and start on the big ass one. And so, that's been helpful too, of getting me like narrowing down my anxiety. Is just like saying you doing this little shit and that's not even what you want to do. You know you want the big shit. You know you want the big prize. Why don't you just go after that? Stop doing all this shit that's stressing you out when you don't even want to do it anyway. So I finally got all the instructor courses done. I'm looking forward to working with Katie. Oh, good for you. Katie is everything. If you guys don't know Kevin Dixie, he's my trainer. And he's phenomenal. He's so good. He has no other choice. Train and learn. He has that coming up. So that's going to be dope. And I think, honestly, no other choice is the same weekend as the meetup in Nashville, Tennessee. And that's going to fuck me up because I got to be in 2 places at one time. I have to. So I got to figure that out. But I'm going to look at the dates one more time for both. But everybody always want to do stuff on like certain days. It's going to be wild next year. Wild. I'm super excited though. I'm looking forward to all of it. I really, really am. And I'm looking forward to like, I don't know. I feel like shit is about to get worse though. As I'm looking at everything happening around the world, my passport was stolen earlier this year, so I would have been got the hell on out the country. But even the process of getting in and out the country now is different from the last time I left and came back. Other countries are doing things, making decisions, making moves, that type of thing. That's causing me not being able to travel causes me stress and anxiety. And that comes from a lot of different reasons, but I'm used to moving when I want to move. And so any type of restriction on that is like super stressful for me. It really, really is. Like I tell you guys all the time, I haven't been to Jamaica in like 2 years, and that has been really stressful for me. I used to go to Jamaica like damn near every quarter. So, because I love, love, love the way I'm treated there. I love the island. I love the sun. I love the water. I love the relaxation. I love everything about it. And that type of lifestyle is really how I want to live. Jamaicans don't worry about time, clocks. They don't worry about none of that stuff. It's like, don't worry, be happy. That's a real motto over there. That shit really exists. And I really like that feeling. I like that feeling. So, tonight I've been over there. I haven't been to London in 2 years. I go to London every year. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's staple places that I go to all the fucking time. And since I haven't been able to go there, that has caused me stress. That has made me sad. That's made me depressed, and so again, everyone has different things in their lives that they value and that they love. And so I didn't have to buy all that gear people bought up this year. Mm. Do you hear me? People, let me tell you. Let me tell you, it's about to get so bad. Oh, it's bad. And I don't even like to be the bearer of bad news. I be watching this thing called Canadian Prepper, and I'm just like, I don't even want to know no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, what's the point of being this woke? What's the point? What's the point of having all this knowledge if you can't change it? That's frustrating too. I'm an empath, so I take on the energies of the world, and I hate that about myself. Like, I hate that. I don't want to be this. I don't want to feel sorry for everything that happens. I want to ignore it, but I can't. And so I just think that sometimes it gets overwhelming just to know all the information that I know. That's overwhelming. It's like sometimes you can feel like you have too much knowledge about useless Sometimes you feel like you have an overwhelming amount of useless knowledge. Does that make sense to you? Meaning, like, okay, you know that there's bad water in Flint, but what can you do about it? Like, why hasn't anything been done about it? Why doesn't anyone care enough to fix it? How is no one in jail for the? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you start to think about all the things that's going on. You're like, no one's being held responsible for any of these atrocities, and it's just like, how is this? How is this possible? Like, how is this happening even still? So listen, guys, you can't control. You can only control what you can control, and I try to stand by that. I try to remember that. And again, my whole purpose of coming on here was to let you guys know that I'm not perfect. Things aren't just perfect in my life, and that I know, again, if I'm going through it, gang might be going through it too, and we talk it out together. Like, let's have a conversation about this, and let's cry it out. Let's figure it out. Let's get solutions. I'm all about solutions. I'm very solution oriented, and I know we can talk about the problem all fucking day, but like, what can we do to fix it? How can we fix it? What are some like tangible steps in order for us to, like, get out of the situation? So, somebody had a bad day at work today, or someone called out today, or someone, taking a bath tonight might be the best thing for you, just to unwind. A hot bath, a hot shower that you stay in for 30 minutes. I don't know. I don't know if you pay water bill. I don't know any of those things. But figure out what works for you. And in the right now too. Don't be like, okay, 3 months from now. No. Tonight, what can I do to try to alleviate some of this pressure on my chest? What can I do? A coloring book. I have an adult coloring book. You can go to the dollar store right now and get you some color pencils and an adult coloring book at the dollar store, and sit down and take your mind off of whatever you're doing. Just color. Do you know how stress relieving that is? It is. It's very stress relieving. Your location isn't ideal for the upcoming conflicts. Got to move to the country. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I have to get out the city. I really do. I really gotta get out the city, for real, for real. But I'm trying to make some moves that'll set me up, because I got a big goal now. So now, and this is transparency. Now I have to sacrifice, right? Now I have to, like, do some things in order to get to the big goal. I have to, for 18 months, I need to buckle down. That was my strategy and goal. When I sat down and put pen to paper, and it's like, okay, how can I actually accomplish this? Well, for the next 18 months, you gotta stop tripping. Like, you can't do a beachfront suite. And Myrtle Beach, I was like, okay, let me do that shit right now then. Fuck it. Because if I'm gonna do the big goal, right, I have to prioritize, because I want that, right? And then once I get the big goal, I can buy the beachfront property. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So you got to know what you're striving to work towards. And so getting out the city is like a real goal for me. But like, that's long term. That's down the road. And I need to be in the city now to be close to my high end clients. So, you gotta figure it out. You just gotta figure it out. But yeah, guys, that's what I got for you this evening. I just wanted to be a resource. I really wanted to. I appreciate you so much for telling this story. It's so serious. As a city boy myself, I want to protect my city, but will it protect me? Will my neighbors protect me? The answer is no. Do you know how disheartening that is? Do you know how disheartening it is? Reddit, your neighborhood firearms instructor, gang gang. Mark Meso, do you know how you do know, because you put it in there. Your city won't protect you. Your city, and that's why I stopped putting my cape on for Black people so much, for real. Like, I still talk my shit, but I'm not. When I have my bullets for me and my family, you can't get any, because you didn't prep, you didn't do the things that you were supposed to do. I've been screaming this. I talk about it. I get free content. I host classes. I host seminars. I host things. You're not getting my ammo. You're not getting on my property, and I'm willing to do whatever to whoever to protect me and mine. Do you understand? Because you would not protect me. You would not do the thing. I've looked at the situations that have happened in the last couple of years, and how people have just literally been, how our community has been divided on shit we shouldn't be divided on. On this particular subject, we should be all hands on deck, and we're not. We questioning this situation. We find the victim's a problem in this situation. Y'all don't fuck with me. If some shit happens to me, y'all ain't gonna give a fuck. Gang will. But the rest of these people, I don't have zero faith and fidelity that they will fight for me, march for me, do any fucking thing for me. So I protect me and mine. And that is a hard pill to swallow, especially when you got a Malcolm X mentality, or a goddamn, like, there's an ancestor in you that came back through and is speaking through your mouth, and you willing to say whatever and lay on any sword for whoever. But will they do it for you? Hell no. Hell no. So what I've learned is to speak my truth and my truth only. And if you agree with my truth, then cool. Cool. I'm not saying this for you. I'm saying this because this is my truth. And if you happen to agree with it, dope. That's awesome. We're tribe, we're gang, you're my people. But if not, then that's okay too. Because you got to be able to stand and die on your own sword. Because at this moment, no one's going to... They didn't protect Martin. The fuck? The fuck? No. Gotta build the group that will stand with you. And even still, like, even if they standing with you, are they enough? Do you understand what I'm saying? The Asians got enough because they know it's code. Like, I feel like there should be a certain code. Like, I believe in girl code, right? This is a prime example. I believe in girl code. There are dudes that dated my friend back in high school. That was 20 years ago. Do you know I still won't fuck with them? And I know that might sound, that's how extreme I go with codes. Do you understand? When you want code, you want code, you want code. Like, right? And so, like, with my family, some shit happened indoors, y'all ain't gonna never know about it because I'm on code. We don't tell our business to everyone else. That ain't everybody's goddamn business. You ain't gonna see me on Facebook cussing out my auntie or my mama or some shit, my baby daddy. We don't do that. That's not my code, right? And so I feel like we just don't have enough codes right now, or we not sticking to them. What are you discussing? I'm discussing how overwhelmed I am in life right now, and my strategies of coping with them, and what I'm doing to get past it. And I feel like if I was overwhelmed, then gang or people on here might be overwhelmed as well, and we can talk through strategies together. So that's what we were talking about. I removed a bitch off the planet for you. Listen, I believe it. I believe it. Now, some people, let me tell you, Reddick, I'm not like, you know how you meet some people and you instantly like, I'll ride for you. I done met some people like that in the firearms industry. I have, and I feel good. I feel strongly about those people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah. First, stop and breathe. Oh my God. That's a really simple one. That's a really good one. Babito, Billy. I like that. CBD is another one. You better come with some answers. You better come in with some solutions, because CBD does work. Let me tell y'all, if you guys don't know, my previous industry was the cannabis industry, and from rooter to the tutor, I can tell you everything about that plant, right? Because I studied it. And we have something in our bodies called an endocannabinoid system. At the root of that, or in the middle of that word, is cannabis, right? So the plant was made for receptors in our body, right? So when you take CBD, it's called homeostasis. It creates balance in your body. The whole purpose of the endocannabinoid system, it runs every other system. Your respiratory, your nervous, every other system in your body is ran by the endocannabinoid system. So this is why it's so baffling how, number one, cannabis is illegal, and number two, how we're not able to really study it and figure out how to get rid of cancer. And how all of these are billion-dollar industries, number one. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But anyway, CBD attaches to those receptors, and it reduces stress, anxiety. It helps you sleep better. It puts you in a better mood. It helps you eat, increases your appetite so that you can have more energy. Like, it's just all around great for you. And it doesn't get you high. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like the psychoactive effects of the plant, then you can get CBD, and it doesn't have those psychoactive effects. Now, it does have effects, but it's not that psychoactive, that head high that you... I be thinking black folks need to promote leaders to have a seat at the table and discuss what. Right. What are we discussing? Right. Entertainment. Well, we don't collectively know what we want. We should at this point, we should have an agenda and a plan, like the alphabet people, LGBT, all them people. They have a plan. They had a plan, and it's being executed correctly because they all got on board with their code and stuck to the plan. We can't even stick to what we doing for Wednesday. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can't even stick to a basic code. And I think that has a lot to do with the condition that we're in as a community. Sometimes stand on one leg, left and right. Oh, that'll work. That's a good one. That's a good one. But the breathing, I'm going to go back to that one because I'd be like, deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And it instantly adds a level of calm throughout your body because you're getting that oxygen in. You're able to think. You're able to be present. That's what really matters. Because like sometimes your thoughts have you all over the world, past, present, future, whatever. But when you're right here, I am right here with you guys right now on YouTube, right? I'm nowhere else because of those deep breaths. So that really matters. Thank you for saying that. What do you think about the bills Georgia Congress is thinking about passing? I haven't looked into them. Let me look into them, Brandon, or tell me what they are and I'll look into them. Because Georgia State passing some shit. Do you follow marijuana legislation bills in Georgia Congress is putting together? Oh, that's what you're talking about. So let me tell you, I was the chairwoman of the Georgia Cannabis Coalition. It was my job to go in there and like basically lobby with the senators and Congress and really talk to them about it. And then I got so exhausted and overwhelmed because in Georgia, cannabis is not accepted like firearms. In Cali, cannabis is accepted but not firearms. Do you understand? So you have to understand what environment that you're in and where you are. So they have zero desire to legalize this plant, even though we have the largest or we have the busiest airport in the world, and everyone from all over the world is coming to Georgia or coming through Georgia, Atlanta specifically, to go to their other places where they have legal access to that plant. And at some point in time, they're not going to accept the fact that they can't bring it here or they can't have access when they come here, and that's going to affect business. And I try to help senators and leaders understand that, but they are so old. First of all, I believe in term limits when it comes to politicians. And I don't want to get into this, but I truly believe in term limits because in Georgia, you have people that's been sitting on there for 20, 30 years with the same old ass mindset. And I'm just like, you need to die or you need to goddamn be fired. Something drastic needs to happen. You need fresh new blood in there who understands what's happening around the world, can adapt to new times. You're still stuck in your old ass ways thinking this is like some cotton plantation. No, massa might get me if we use this goddamn plant or it's legal. And that led to my brother getting on crack. No, the fuck it didn't. No, the fuck it didn't. I came with data and statistics. It's a but we not gonna get onto that. I'm just telling you like that they don't have the same mindset. So I stepped down because I was just like, you know what, let me go what y'all do appreciate here, and that's guns. And when I found the letter from the ATF saying that you couldn't be in cannabis and firearms at the same time, I literally had to make a decision in that time. And I have been building my cannabis business for 10 plus years, very successful in California, have an amazing vast network, but I couldn't lose my 2A rights. The fuck? Did y'all see what the fuck was going on 2 years ago? Right now? Can you not tell that the world is turning into a shit in a handbasket right now? So one thing I'm not giving up is my guns. Okay. So, but yes, I did follow, but you have to go slower and from the stomach. Okay. Slower and from the stomach. You're right. It's deep, deep breaths. And taking showers for no reason, guys. Getting in a hot shower. Be like, you know what? I can't think. I don't know what to do. I'm going to get in the shower. Shower is good for me. I don't know about you. Term limits. When I tell you, but yeah, I don't know about you, but shower is another thing I do. But when I tell you I believe in term limits, your ass should not be here all fucking lifetime long. Fuck you. You don't even know what the hell is going on no more. Go away. You guys don't get me started on politics because that shit is why this shit is all toe up. That's why the highest person in the position in the office goddamn got dementia or whatever, falling asleep shitting on himself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Clowns, goofy. We look so fucking goofy. We ain't never had a woman. Are you kidding me? It's 2021. We still ain't had a woman. We've only had one black one. Are you kidding me? Fuck this shit. That is just goofy. Just goofy. Every other country is progressing when it comes to politics, but here our goofy ass is a 80-year-old in the goddamn office. What did we expect? What did we seriously, honestly expect? Goofy. This nigga's falling asleep at events. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Goofy. Goofy. The other one act like a goddamn toddler. He didn't even know how to goddamn form a real complete sentence. I'm just like, you know what? This is what we get. This is what we get. This is exactly what the hell we get. It should be treated like tobacco. Not Kamala. What about not Kamala? Not Kamala not being president. Where the fuck she been? Not her ass having executive rights and in the office for 86 minutes only. Goofy. We so goddamn goofy. Who gives a fuck? What's she doing 86 minutes? What the fuck was she able to accomplish in 86 minutes? Y'all goofy. We're goofy. Goofiness, and I ain't here for it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn no more. But y'all, I'm not about to be on here talking shit about politics because that's not my ministry. And I don't let politics stress me out. I don't do that because that shit is goofy. The fact that we still believe in these people that's gonna get in this office who lie. That's the definition of insanity. Politics is insanity to me. The fact that you really think that the next person gonna do something better, child, when the system is the system. Goofy. That's some goofy shit to me. And I am here for the goofiness. It's so entertaining with popcorn. Do you hear me? Not one thing. When I say not one thing, 2A over. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, and it's fucked up that you got to make that distinction. You have to even make that choice. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me what medicine works for me? Do you understand how like that's how shit is so upside down? Like the money being spent to make sure that this stays illegal, especially in the state of Georgia, is astronomical. And Georgia got Coca-Cola money. It's got FedEx money. It's 20 Fortune 500 companies that are based in Georgia, housed in Georgia. And then you got another set of Fortune 250 companies or something like that, right? Fortune 100 companies that are based here as well. So the money that's flowing through here is purposely keeping it illegal. Very interesting. Very interesting. It ain't gonna never go nowhere. Ever. It won't ever go nowhere because you're making money from making it illegal and you're making money with the illegal. So everybody making money. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I love you guys. I'm grateful for you guys because this is therapeutic for me. I hope it's therapeutic for you. I hope you're able to enjoy these talks. I hope you're able to. Kroger's is another one. Do you all the money that flow through here with the world's busiest airport? Do you hear me? And Atlanta and Georgia keep trying to get that goddamn airport. They keep trying to add that airport to the Georgia economy. And the Atlanta airport is, if you don't know, the Atlanta airport is its own like city. And so if you add the money from there to the Georgia budget, Jesus. So that I'm so grateful that they keep blocking that. But if that ever happens, throw it all the hell away. Throw it all the hell away. Do you hear me? Throw it all the hell away. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. I hope you stay trained and tactical in these streets. Thank you for your grace with me. Thursdays I upload every Thursday. I didn't get a chance to do that this week. So I'm going to make it my business to try to upload something by the weekend, okay? Because I got a whole lot of shit going on. I really, really do. And I am more than just gun reviews. I need you guys to understand that. And I'm grateful that you do. I truly, truly do. I'm grateful that you understand that about me. And I'm grateful that you know that whenever I show up, I'm going to give you the best that I got, okay? And so if I can't do that, then I just would rather not put nothing out until I can. So I love you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. I will see you back here next Wednesday for another YouTube Live, okay?